What is up, beautiful people? It's Elidan here, and today we're playing as Baron Samedi on the PTS. Unfortunately though, we're playing against bots, so it will be like a light showcase. At first look, turns out Bastet is solo lane, Sobek is looking for a mid. We're playing 2v2 on mid. Well, it's bots, so we're just gonna go through his skills. So his passive is, what do you see, a Baron Brew? It's a Chalice type consumable. Double charges. His one is this very neat, unique targeter, a double beam thingy. Yeah, look at this. Go on, just killing himself. Boom. We kind of missed with that one. So yeah, it's a double beam. It does. It's his main ability to nuke people down. If it can double hit, but the second hit is not quite effective. As you can see, it does 90 to 290 damage. It also reduces power and attack speed if you hit both of the beams and applies some of Hysteria. His passive is not only the brew, but he also applies the Hysteria to the targets, which is like a small window, as you can see near his HP offender that appears. Like everything I do to him applies Hysteria. So my effects on the skills are changing depending on how much Hysteria we have stacked. At 30% it gets a unique effect, at 70% it gets even stronger effect, and at 100% like things like ultimate, I guess, are stunning. I'm not really sure about all the intricacies, we can read through it. So we get a brew. By the way, the brew cost 150, and everyone on my team can buy it, so it's quite neat. It's a unique type of consumable. It gives 140 health and 100 mana over 20, and it charges 3. Sells for 9 gold as any kind of chalice, so pretty neat stuff. And wait guys, what are you doing? So yeah. Provide bonus effects and 25 additional the 25 additional damage happens when you stack up the full passive, full Hysteria, which is quite a huge amplification, to be honest. 25 extra damage is really big. Okay, so R2, what? Let me kill this guy real quick. Nope. Not happening. Yeah, Sobek is kind of leeching a lot of my experience. Maybe we should transition to jungle or something like that. So, his one, it does the 2 skulls with a unique targeter, damage, power reduction, attack speed, Hysteria. If the enemy is above 30, their physical, magical power, and attack speed are reduced. Enemies hit by both beams take 15 damage on the second hit. 15% damage is like not significant. It's a really small one, so what you really want to do is just you want to hit them in any way possible. If you hit both beams, it's lucky, it's good. If you don't, like, never mind, it's not a huge deal. Well, if you miss, that's the completely other story. Usually you would want to lane with your one. It's really hard to actually line up with the wave perfectly, so you will be able to hit the whole wave. Sobek is just smacking him. R3 is a slow and a root effect that also applies a dot, that applies a huge Hysteria. It's very good for stacking up our Hysteria meter. It applies a lot. Yeah, turns out we're jungling. Okay, R3 does not work on the minions, that's good to know. So what R2 does? R2 is a guide relentless spirit to the ground and buries them. After a brief delay, ground erupts, damaging enemies standing in the area. If the enemy got his hit, friendly spirits fly from the area of heal allies near the explosion. If the enemy got hit is about 30, friendly spirit cleanses slows, makes allies immune to slows, and increases their movement speed. So the damage is pretty much similar, and only the scaling is a little bit higher, but it also gives flat healing and scaling healing, and the unique missing health healing. So the lower your health is, the more heal you get. So if you're at like late game 2000 HP, you get 15% with it, which is flat 300, top it off with a flat 440 and a scaling. This is a pretty significant heal and a pretty significant speed buff. 40% is not a joke. So okay, looks like our Bastet needs a little bit of help, so we'll go there. Also, his jump is pretty cool. Look at this jump. Look at him go. Oh my god, that's pretty good. And the ultimate is quite fun too. Look at this. Right. Oh, am I gonna die to minions here? Come on, archers. Yeah, so let's go further to his ult. His ult is really cool. I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. So he summons his coffin, which means that he has a model, like they completely made like a second character, which is his coffin. Also, they said that the skulls are also like separate characters. It's not just one deployable. It's two different deployables, like two Vulcan turrets. But for this character, this new mechanic, they made it so that they're doing the same thing, but mostly it's two different deployables. So as you can see, it's like a different character, his coffin. His back is also quite unique. I really like the back. Look at this. And the timing is just perfect. So yeah, the ultimate. He summons his coffin, sits on top of it, and you can move, albeit quite slowly, like think of Raijin ult. And what he does is he's CC immune for quite a long period as well. He is taking 15% reduced damage, which is a significant, really high up there mitigation. Enemy guys within range are pulled towards the coffin and take damage at the same speed as like an Anubis ult. When enemy god gets too close to the coffin, their soul is ripped out, causing them to be stunned, take a large amount of damage based on their total health and gain mass hysteria. This ability persists for 3.5 until an enemy god is pulled to the coffin. So the damage is not the biggest thing here. Even though at the late game at the last stage is quite significant, the scaling is not so big. And total health damage 15%, stun. So it stuns just one guy. Even though you can potentially pull the whole team, it stacks up hysteria per hit quite fast, and it also is able to pull the whole team, but it stuns just one person. So it's not like Hades when you just pull in and pull in and pull in. If somebody stands really close to you, you can use it as a simple stun, like almost no damage. Like really low damage, but you immediately stun them for 2 seconds as soon as you hop on that coffin, and then you can blow up your whole combo on top of them, because this god has a lot of damage. You don't have any mobility, so you pay off with a lot of damage in your kit. Oh, look at them pushing Phoenix like this. Let's try and pull him up. Let's try and impress him with the pull. As you can see, yeah. At 70%, or he goes way faster. The pull gets way stronger. Boom. Sniped. So, R3, by the way. R3 is very interesting. It's really good. It's hysteria per hit, slow, and then it roots for a split second. Damage per tick, quite high too, because the dot is really long. Think of Upwash dot. Pretty serious stuff there. So what it effectively does, it's allow you to slow down the enemy, even root him for a split second, so you can time it right. Stack up a lot of hysteria on them, and then blow up your Vivid Gaze and Consigned Spirits, reducing their power, reducing attack speed, giving a lot of healing and ground speed to you and your allies. This is pretty decent stuff. I mean, considering he does not have any type of mobility, well, he has a pretty long CC immunity there to avoid a lot of stuff like Ares and Daji and things. But besides that, his mobility is really limited. Like, apart from his 2, that is really hard to use effectively to get yourself a speed boost. Unless you're in a fight, you are really limited in terms of mobility. So your damage is quite high. You basically have 3 damage and abilities with the coffin. Let's look at this. Whoop. We can pull him, we can blow him up, we can use our 3, and we can die. No, maybe not die, but yeah. That's Guan Yu. We did not do enough damage. Bam! That's quite huge. If you line up your 1 perfectly, it does, I believe, a little bit more damage. but your 2 has better scaling, so it's easier to hit. Look at that damage, holy smacks. So look at the 3, it stacks up, it slows them, and then it roots him, and he's dead. Pretty decent stuff, damage is okay, look at the build, he has physical defense, so of course he is not gonna be mitigating any of that, but yeah. This is the speed at which you will blow up squishies in the middle lane. Someone like a dual lane you think of. He's level 9, not like he's level 2 or something. Let's help Neath here. Okay, she jumped away. Let's try and stun her. Yeah, it does some damage. Not like it does no damage at all, right? It does quite significant chunk. Just to make sure that our 3 does not hit minions, it doesn't, we can back now. So yeah, and that'll be the first look on the god, the Vivid Gaze, the Consigned Spirits, wrap it up, life of the party. Pretty cool guy, I think. It's been a while that they added the gods that are not OP right off the bat. I mean, maybe he is viable, but he surely won't be OP in Conquest where it matters, because he has no mobility. And the brew affects your whole team, so it might be tricky. Maybe they'll have to balance this out because it's too cheap and all that, but besides that, mages with no mobility in rank conquest are never gonna be super shiny. So as soon as you make a god like that is fun, that is unique and look like this, you definitely have a good god, because it's just fun to play him and you're not gonna break ranked with him. So now I guess I'll just have fun, finish the game, and maybe when I finish it, the queue for actually live servers on PTS are gonna be more responsive, because I literally just sat there for like 40 minutes just trying to queue, popping in every 5 minutes and waiting for something to happen until my girlfriend said, hey, can you not play this against like robots? I'm like, yeah, robots, sure. Actually, that's not the worst idea, I should do that. Because I got really bored sitting there for an hour. So yeah, we're playing against robots. Look at the jump though. Oh, by the way, what's his clap? Let's clap some. By the way, he claps all the time. He snaps his fingers constantly. The sound on his 2 sounds exactly like Vulcan. Like Vulcan's 1, it sounds exactly like this. I mean, even when they were showcasing in the patch notes, I think, yeah, is that like a placeholder for the sound? Because it doesn't feel unique. It feels like Vulcan's 1. Exactly like Vulcan's 1. Let's pull him up. You're not going anywhere. And oh, the ending on that all. Have you seen that? Like the pose. You struck a pose. Nice. Oh shit, we're losing to Phoenix there. Yeah, bots are really not good at defending stuff. You're going down. Oh. That was not effective. Yeah, I'll just play this till it's over to give you guys an idea of his damage, of his ability and potential. Like, the max hysteria gives me... What it gives me... Like, let's think precisely. It gives me 25 additional damage, right? So when I stack it up, it's quite huge. The 30 Hysteria Friendly Spirit Cleanse slows, so this does not affect my damage or burst in any way. This doesn't really affect it too, but it's my overall ability to fight is decreases physical, magical, and attack speed. So when I stack it up and burst them with double beams, they do a lot less damage. Like this is like Ravana old reduction of damage. This is really huge. How long does it last? It does not say how long does it last. Enemies, if the enemy are reduced, and they do not say how long it is reduced for, which is dumb. I mean, this is the new god, guys. Can you already learn that you need to give that information? Like, give all the information on the skills. What is the matter with you? Oh, he ran away. Okay, and my 3 and the Hysteria lash out and a nearby enemy god. So, oh yeah, in the team fight, it has some potential. I mean, if somebody stands, like, think of a Discordia ult, I guess. Somebody stands near them, the snake goes on them, does full damage of the dot immediately. Let's look at this. Look at him go. Let's kill him. I really want to... Oh no, minions. Look at this. I managed to hit the whole wave. That's pretty neat. So yeah, think of a Discordia ult, but it just explodes whenever somebody stands for a long enough time near the enemy, near my snake or the enemy that I snaked with. I guess if we were rapping with Anubis, we're gonna be snaking with the brand Samedi. So yeah, if you snake somebody and someone else is standing near them for a long enough time, they're gonna get the full damage of the dot at once and get rooted as well. It's not a long root, but it's still a root. So if you're playing with a high level enough team, they're gonna be noticing those roots. Oh, we did not hit that. Come here, girl. Oh no, we did not reach it. Yeah, as you can see, it does not do a lot of damage. Like, I wasn't able to kill even the minions with it. It's not about the damage, it's about the control over the team fight, the disruption. People will have to beat this pull, and they will have to beat the stun if they're standing too close. Supports will have to dive into your ultimate to stop it, because it still does some damage. I mean, with the proper scaling, with the proper build, I believe the scaling is high enough for it to do significant amount of damage. So the support will have to rush into your ult, like Sobek will have to dash you, even if you're like CC immune, he will have to dash into your ult to stop it, and this is gonna be disrupting the fights. And since he have 3 burst abilities, he's a bit, his damage should be quite high no matter what. Because I really can't remember any other god who have 3 damage abilities, like Upwash, not Anubis. Let's think. Hell, but she has like basically 2 stances, so I guess. Well, we're not counting ult. I mean, in the main kit, of course. Yeah, literally only Upwash comes to mind. In terms of mages, like Janus does not have Scylla, not a Thoth. Well, Thoth have the utility, so it's somewhat damaged, but it's not a nuke per se, because this 3 is still a nuke. Even though it's a dot, it's still nuking thing. What is it doing? So yeah, quite a unique kit, not something you see a lot. Let's just finish the game, I guess. Let's look at the damage. 48. Yeah, nothing to boast about. Am I taking hit? Yeah, I'm taking hits. What is he doing? It's really satisfying to hit your 1, by the way. It feels really cool. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. We're taking this for as much as we can. No. Oh, we did not hit that. That was enough. What is it? He looks like he's DCing. Oh, come on, Bacchus. Tricky, tricky Bacchus. He have like half a wave with him and is just running. We're popping chalices, hoping that we get enough mana. Yeah, we need a bag, get a rod, and then we'll be able to finish it. Oh, this guy is not gonna let me go now. Just lay off me. Let me go. Oh, come on, Ra. How long is it? Nah, not as long as I would want it. It's beams, so you kind of expect like raw beams, right? And they're not as long. Oh, it's funny, with the Baron's Brew, the shop is kind of messed up. I was expecting my purple pot right here. I almost bought a chalice of the Oracle. Yeah, the jump is pretty neat. His battle jump is quite simple though. She should be dead there. Yeah. So his gank ability is pretty good unless you miss all your stuff. Like you can start up with your 3 to stack up the Hysteria early. And then you go for other stuff. So it's easier to hit because they're slowed. Pretty good.
Free your soul.
As you can see, I CC immune the Fenrir jump, which I knew is coming. I stunned him immediately after the jump. That's a pretty good strat. I mean, if you see a gank, like jungle gank is incoming, like think of a Susanoo pull, think of a Fenrir ult or Fenrir stun or everything. Basically, his thing is to jump and immediately ult, and my ultimate is really winding up for way too long. So he would jump on me thinking that he got me and immediately ult, but I will just ult, jump on my coffin and he won't be able to bite and drag me away. So, good against gank's like ability, I guess. Ow, 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 we don't want to take that damage. Why can't we just finish the game? Damn it. Yeah, like, I hope you guys get the general idea. I don't think there's a reason for me to actually try and finish the game. Hopefully the live server is coming up when I finish this. But if it doesn't, I guess I'll just upload this because I'm playing on the PTS and I want you guys to see the Baron Samedi as soon as possible and get the general idea of the god. And if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. As always, have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Oh no, they don't let him go to his own party. Oh, he dabbed! No way! He actually dabbed him.